Hey guys, so I did the Mage Tower Artifact challenge just earlier today. I noticed that Twitch had deleted my music, so instead of leaving you with no sound at all, I decided to do some commentary. Since if you're watching this, you're probably looking for some tips on how to do this. First, let me start by saying I'm not some turbo nerd mythic raider. None of my gear is really rating level. I just do my mythic pluses every week, get loot from there. And some of the items that I highly recommend would be this one. Uh, People have done it without this ring. I'm not really sure how, but there's plenty of guides on that. And I'm sure you've seen a dozen other guides, but I'll try to put in my input on it. So the talents I used was Malefic Grasp, Absolute Corruption, Mortal Coil. I used Soul Harvest, Burning Rush, Grimoire Supremacy, and Siphon Life. Now you can use Writhe and Agony. People have, and most people would recommend it, but I find that multi-donning is not really a big thing for me. It was the single target damage. My stats are not as high as most other people's, so that's what I used. I used Absolute Corruption because I do not like stopping to cast Seed of Corruption, and once I put this on, I just let the perma dot do its work. Most people run with Demonic Circle, and Mortal Coil is fine too. They both serve the same purpose, which is just to allow you to free cast for a little bit, get your unstable afflictions up. Now, a lot of people recommend Sow the Seeds. I do not find it necessary at all. I'd go with Phantom Singularity or Soul Harvest. Either one's fine. I went with Soul Harvest to have the bigger burst. You pretty much want to use this almost on cooldown. I unfortunately forgot to on my successful attempt. Now, Burning Rush, I think, is a must-have. You absolutely need this to kite. It's a big kiting thing. I use Grimoire Supremacy, so I can use the Doom Guard. I suppose you can use the Fell Hunter. Anything with a spell lock is what you really need. For the bottom tier, some people use Soul Conduit, some people use Death's Embrace, some people use Siphon Life. I use Siphon Life just to be able to heal myself back up once I activate the Burning Rush. It'll constantly keep you healed up. Find that you really need to. So those are the talents I went with. Now let's go take a look at the video of me doing it successfully. Let's see. Oh yeah, as far as consumables go, I don't think any of them are particularly necessary, although I do suggest you run the flask. The food gives you a very 325 mastery, I believe. Not really necessary. This gives you 325 intellect, also not very necessary. The gateway comes in useful, not absolutely mandatory, but could save your tail here and there. I did not pre-potion, did not use any potions in this. I had 1 drums left over. I don't think this is necessary either, because there have been people with item level of 885 that have completed this without the ring. Must be pretty hard. Not really sure how you do that. Now, right off at the start of the fight, I pop Corruption on him, Agony, and then Siphon Life, and I immediately dumped all my soul shards into Unstable Affliction, and then I pop Soul Harvest right there. It's kind of funny when you watch these videos and you see all the mistakes you made. At this point, I Mortal Coiled him away just to get a little bit more free cast. As you can see, I knocked off nearly a quarter of his health in just this beginning rotation. This first phase, you really want to DPS him as fast as you possibly can, because he builds this stack over here, and the longer it goes, the faster he runs, and the more damage he does. He hits really hard, so you don't want to get hit at all. This first phase, just bring him down to about, I would say like 33 to 35%, somewhere around there. And then you want to nuke, what's this, Raced? Nuke him as hard as you can. This whole thing only requires you to actually kill Raced. But the problem is this guy's the bigger pain in the ass, Karam. He's the tough one that you have to really manage. But if you can kill Raced before you kill him, that will automatically finish this. You can die at that point, it won't really matter. But like I said, I think a lot of the other classes, like the Marksman Hunter, actually kills Raced first before they kill Kareem, so so I'm DPSing here. Now this is what I mean as why you don't need sow the seeds. All you really want to do is throw on a seed of corruption, let it pop, apply corruption on all of them, and you can just let the corruption do the work. You really need to burst them down. There's really no need to. I throw on agony on a couple more of them and some siphon life just to get some life back and to get some soul shards. I want to build up as much soul shards as I can, so when he pops out of his when I can target him again, I can dump all my shards on him right there. See, I want to dump as many shards as I possibly can into him of unstable affliction, and these mobs will just die automatically on their own. Another good reason why you probably don't want to burst them down as fast as possible is when they die, they can actually blow up and do a soul flame damage on him. So that's another good thing you can do. I just don't think Solar Seeds is necessary at all. I mean, it's really, I'd rather run with Phantom Singularity. Now this first half of the fight was really easy. It starts to get really, really tricky at this point when the hammer comes and you have to interrupt that hammer. It becomes exponentially harder because sometimes it's hard to actually find that stupid hammer and to be in position to interrupt it. Yes, as you can see, these guys move really, really slowly. So, and these rings, you have to really find out where they are and try to stand them. You can send your pet there. There's a macro to do that. I'm not sure how, but I'm sure you can find it if you Google it. But sometimes they're in a really bad position and you're not able to stand in them, and in which case you can actually banish it. At the end, there was one that I didn't see, and I will banish that one. And they hurt really, yeah, there's the stupid hand. You need to interrupt those and burst those as fast as you possibly can, because they will one-shot you if they get the cast off. These can also be banished, but I didn't banish, I just DPS'd them down. Yeah, a full set of dots will usually kill them. You can see I didn't apply corruption on these guys, and they're still moving really, really slow, so it's not really necessary, but you know, any little bit helps. There's another hand from beyond, and I got hit right there by Karam, and yeah, you can saw how much damage that actually. Let's go back and show you how much damage it actually did to me. It did a ridiculous amount of damage. Where does he hit me? Right there. Nearly one-shotted me. So if you can anticipate getting hit by that, you might want to pop your Unending Resolve just to loosen that damage up. Pop a Hellstone right after that too. It'll help you a lot. Just keep kiting, and see, you really have to make these stupid hands your priority, because if they get that cast off right there, it's over. And see, I had to soak that stupid portal up there so that big ad doesn't spawn. Those big ads, I believe, will one-shot you. I never actually got hit by one. All the times I failed was 9 times out of 10 because the hand got his cast off because my pet died. So keep your eye on your pet. Make sure you resummon him if he dies. I'm not really sure how they die, but you know, it's happened to me a couple times. Once you kill Karam, this whole thing's over. And towards the end here, he does summon, was that the nightmare mob, the big nightmare mob? I'm not really sure where the portal was. I didn't even see it. There's just too much crap on my screen. So there it is, right there. Because of all the crap on my screen, I didn't see it. And you'll see how much damage it does to my pet. You see my pet health? Practically one-shot, but I banished it. So once you kill Karam and it's just this mob left, all you really have to do is soak those portals, stand in it, or send your pet there. And it's really easy to just nuke him down from there because there's nothing to get in your way. The goblin ratio will help to help you kite. You can see the sigh of relief on my face there. Anyways, good luck. I'm pretty sure you guys can do it, because I can do it. I'm pretty sure anyone can. Most people do outgear me. You know, I'm a very, very casual player at this point. I don't spend as much time as I used to. I don't raid anymore. And I don't know, I feel the Affliction Ox probably has an easier time than the Frost Mages and the Shadow Priests, just because we have the, you know, the perma corruption that really helps out a lot. Anyways, good luck guys, and have fun.